Another tropical cyclone looks to form off the west coast of the Kimberley region within the next 24 hours. But what exactly are tropical cyclones? Now, they're basically rotating clusters of thunderstorms. That's essentially what they are. They're spinning storms. Now, there's actually several low-pressure systems on this screen. Now, there's this cyclone right over here. That's the one that's severe tropical cyclone Gita. That's the one that's been bringing some pretty hazardous surf to the New South Wales and Queensland coast. It's also the system that completely smashed Tonga and parts of Fiji. And right over here, all this massive cloud is another system that could be developing into Australia's fifth tropical cyclone. Cyclones are pretty easy to see from satellite imagery. This is basically what a satellite sees when it looks down on Earth. You can see New Caledonia just over here, Fiji to the north. A different view of this storm, taken in visible imagery, was tweeted a little bit earlier on Friday by the Met Office Storms, and they label Vanuatu, New Caledonia, and Fiji. Now you can see the eye of that tropical cyclone right over there. And right over here, this is where we have that shield of cloud, the cirrus shield as it's called, and that's those thunderstorm tops in the atmosphere. So very, very huge systems. Notice hundreds to thousands of kilometers wide these systems are. Now the other one that's forming near the West Australian coastline is still not quite having that sort of development. Now once it starts to form into those sort of spinning systems, that's when you know it's a fairly powerful tropical cyclone. In Australia, we categorize tropical cyclones' intensity based on the maximum wind gusts in them. Now, the Category 1 tropical cyclone, that's a max gust of gale strength, so it's 90 to 124 kilometers an hour. So that's the maximum gusts that this cyclone can produce. It's a way of measuring risk and damage. A Category 2, well, that's an increase in that maximum wind gust. 125, those are destructive winds, and very destructive winds. 164 kilometer an hour wind gusts. When you get to Category 3 and above, it starts to be referred to as a severe tropical cyclone. So from Category 3 and above, we start to say severe tropical cyclone as opposed to just tropical cyclone. And you can see the highest category, over 260 kilometer an hour wind gusts. That is absolutely ginormous. That's enough to cause widespread destruction and damage. But other than the winds with cyclones, there's more to that, of course. They also bring flooding impacts. Depending on how quickly they move, they can also bring huge storm surges and giant waves and coastal inundation. So there's a lot of impacts over a broad area with tropical cyclones, which is why they're so risky, and unfortunately Australia, one of the most cyclone-prone countries in the world. We get a lot of cyclones forming in Australian waters. So stay tuned to latest updates. We'll have those latest cyclone watch and warnings areas with Tropical Cyclone Kelvin as it forms in the Indian Ocean.